Welcome to Rocktagon 23. I'm Will Burge alongside Nick Nutter, live from the LaVilla Event Center in Cleveland, Ohio. And the main event tonight, a huge bout between Cody the Wolverine Stevens and Corey the Irish Carbon Muhammad.
Only thing I don't like about Cody is his nickname, the Wolverine. Being an Ohio State Buckeye, it's the only thing I don't like about the guy. When I've talked to him, when I've watched interviews, he's the most humble guy in the world. And he's going against another guy, Corey, who's got a little bit different personality. And I like Corey too. But basically, we've got a matchup of two different personalities, and we're going to see which one's going to come out on top tonight.
So is it the talker or the quiet one? We'll find out. Plenty other action on the card. It's Will Burge and Nick Nutter, Rocktagon 23, live from the LaVilla Event Center in Cleveland, Ohio. We'll be back right after this.
This is your train station, your canvas, your metronome, your cable bridge, the steel threads of your past suspending the blueprints of your future. Your courtroom bench, you pass sentences to all those that accept mediocrity. You traverse the road less traveled, every win a friendly hitchhiker, every loss an unwanted stowaway. Your country. Defend what you have built. The natural ingredients in Defense Soap proven effective against grappling-related skin infections. Go to defensesoap.com to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds and takes place in the Rocktagon MMA 170-pound weight division. This bout is being brought to you by Harry Buffalo. Once the cage door locks, your referee in charge of the action is Vic Ventresca. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighing in at 179.5 pounds. In 2 bouts, he has an even MMA record of 1-1. He is an independent fighter and hails from the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio. Please to welcome Alejandro Dumas. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing in at 172 pounds. Tonight, he makes his MMA debut inside this Rocktagon cage, representing Clinton Street Kickboxing and MMA. He hails from the city of Orangeman, Syracuse, New York. Please welcome Ben Horton. 3 rounds, Rocktagon MMA, 170-pound weight division.
Off we go. Alejandro Dumet, 21 years old, 1-1 in the red trunks with the white trim. Ben Horton in his MMA debut in the white trunks in the 170-pound amateur Rocktagon division. They'll touch gloves and they'll get after it.
Yeah, it looks like Alejandro's stalking him right away.
And he already caught a left hand there from Horton, and now he's getting in close.
Uppercuts. Ooh, a nice belly shot.
And you can see already, Dumet wants to get in close on this fight, where Horton would like to create a little bit of space between the two fighters.
It's funny that though Ben was the one that ended up taking a shot, but you can see the hips and the power of Alejandro thwarted off that shot pretty good. I think he's looking here for a guillotine choke, and he's going to give up position to try to get that submission.
Looks like he's a little bit too far over to the side.
I would agree. I would not give up that position and go to my back.
Now he's going to start working the ribs.
Yep.
Nice right hand there.
Yep. He's going to look for an armless guillotine choke and the fence guillotine. I'm sure that that's tight. I don't know if it's tight enough to make him decide he wants out of there.
It's tough to pull off a big right knee from Alejandro to the midsection. Horton trying to answer back, but right away, I mean, Horton in his first MMA fight, he's in the guillotine up against the fence and having a hard time getting out of it.
Yeah, he might be going to sleep here.
Yeah, Alejandro's really cranking that thing now.
Yeah, he might. No, okay, he's not going to. But you did see the grimace on his face. He was not having fun here in Cleveland, Ohio tonight. However, Clinton Street Kickboxing, they were in our last show, and they represent their school well. Everybody from Clinton Street Kickboxing, it's a great partner to have with here at Rocktagon MMA.
And you know they're going to be prepared for their fights, as Horton is. And there you go, gets away, and now a good right hand and another one. And he's on the attack now.
Yes, he is.
And a big uppercut and another one.
He's dizzy.
Alejandro flailing wildly, blood coming out of his nose. And Horton absolutely put it on him there for about 15 seconds.
He basically took a second off and got hit right on the temple. And I think he's got to clear the cobwebs out of his head right now.
And maybe for Ben Horton, that was the best thing that could happen because, you know, sometimes you let all the energy out right away. He wasn't able to, and then as soon as they broke up, he unleashed it on Alejandro. Yeah,
Alejandro was not ready for that. And every time you blink, you got a new fist in your face, and it's hard to combat that.
Alejandro has Horton back up against the cage here. Moving him up. And you can see bruises on the back of Ben Horton there.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's from early on up against the cage or what, but he's got
it looks fresh.
He's got some nice ones. Certainly both guys eating some damage here in the first round of this 170-pound amateur division bout. And once again, is Horton working the rib cage of Dumet. You know, Rocktagon MMA, the only promotion that's able to offer 4 types of shows. They have the all-amateur shows, all-pro, as Horton into a dominating position here with under 10 seconds to go in the first round. They have the all-pro shows, the pro-am shows, and then the Rock and Rage, which really separates Rocktagon from everybody else.
This is tight. Oh, my God.
And a tap, but it was after.
Fight's over.
Fight's over.
Fight's over. It came, this is Victor Ventresca is going over. I said it's tight.
And that'll do it. Ventresca says
over.
That's it. The bell went at the same time as the tap, and they're going to give it to the tap. Alejandro not happy about it. If he'd have known how much time was left, I'm sure he'd just hung on.
Oh, God, it's holding your breath for one more second.
So tough. Easy for me to say because I'm not in there doing it.
Absolutely. Me neither.
And I talk for a living, so I don't hold my breath very often.
No, and unfortunately, I don't either. Now, the term saved by the bell didn't work out in this case.
No, it did not. So we go to the replay here, and you can see just right hand, and then the uppercut coming here is really what does a lot of damage to the temple, then he cups up underneath, and that's what really opened up the nose there.
Pepper. And now you watch his legs wobble right there. His knee gave out, and when you see a knee go out, you know somebody's wobbled.
Great win there by Ben Horton. He'll improve to 1-0 in his amateur MMA career.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke. And now, undefeated inside the cage, Ben Horton.
I'm here with your winner, Ben Horton, undefeated inside the cage. How's that sound to you?
Sounds pretty good.
All right, early on, look, Alejandro took control of the fight there for the first minute or so, but as soon as you separated, you attacked. Did you feel like you had the advantage if you were standing up?
Yeah, I felt like I had the range, so I was trying to keep him at distance and stuff like that. And I mean, he clipped me pretty good, so I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I tried to take him down, but he's got solid base to him.
Some big right hands there, and the uppercut looked like what really knocked him loose and was able to let you finish it.
Oh, I just went nuts. I was like, I don't know. Just kind of let it out in the cage and see what happens.
There he is. He's undefeated inside the cage. He's your winner. One more round of applause for Ben Horton.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the La Villa Banquet Center, here in the heart of the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, it is time for our main event.
I'm the Irish car bomb Corey Mahon, fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana at the Indiana Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. My coaches are James Klingerman and Enrique Nunez. We train in kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
My name's Cody the Wolverine Stevens. I'm representing Mansfield, OHIO. I'm representing the Fight Farm, Scadova's Boxing, Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket, Thailand, and Ronin Training Center.
When I was about 5 years old, Power Rangers came out for the first time, and martial arts was my new favorite thing in the world. So shortly thereafter, I started training in judo, and I did that for about 10 years, and participating in martial arts, eventually evolved into participating in mixed martial arts. I had my first fight my senior year of high school in 2005, and I went 8-0 at the time. Thought I was on top of the world, started not training as hard as I should have and slacking off a little bit, and hit a rough skid where I went 0-4. I refound my motivation, and since then I picked up a couple more wins, and I'm ready to pick up another win on January 19th at Rocktagon MMA.
My game plan, as always, is keep the tempo high, run a high pace, keep the pressure on, relentless aggression like always, and until he makes a mistake, and I'll finish it somehow.
Fighting for the main event at Rocktagon MMA is definitely where I belong. I'm going to be the most exciting fighter on the card, and I'm going to smash Cody Stevens.
Preparation leading up to this fight's been amazing. I won basically like a chance of a lifetime. I won a scholarship for Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket, Thailand. I won a one-year scholarship, which consists of me being able to train over there for the whole year of 2013. I've been training with the likes of Jake Shields, Ryan Ebersol, Roger Huerta, guys from all over the globe. Back here finishing up my fight camp with the Fight Farm. I'm ready to go to war January 19th and start this year off with a big W.
I've heard he's in Thailand right now trying to get ready for the fight. Good luck, but that's not going to be enough. I'm still going to tear you up standing up, finish you on the ground. There's not a lot you can do to stop me.
Corey Mahone seems like a game opponent. I was supposed to previously fight him in October. He's a good, solid, all-around mixed martial artist, but I think I have the tools, and I know I have the tools to beat him in every aspect of this
game. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce your combatants. Brought to you by Delasane Construction, Ohio's champion in construction. In the blue corner, please welcome Corey Mahon.
Here comes Corey Mahon making his way down to the cage. Calls himself the Irish Car Bomb. 9-5 in his professional career. Young, brash, cocky, staring straight into the camera. Said in the promo before the fight, he's going to crush Cody the Wolverine Stevens. We'll find out if that's the case or not, but certainly a battle of two completely different publicity styles. And Corey Mahon certainly not shy of the camera or shy of talking a little bit of trash. As he said, started out 8-0. Went on a little bit of a slide after that. It wasn't taken as serious as he felt he should have. He's got his training back on the right track. It feels like he's back at the top of his game and ready for the main event here tonight. A very, very tough fight for him. Young guy, only 26 years old. Experienced a lot of success so far in his MMA career, more than most people do at the age of 26. Should be an unbelievable main event here at Rocktagon 23. You can see the beautiful ring girl standing behind him. And Mahon, Nick, is the type of guy, as he walked down to the cage, staring into the camera, a little flashy, a little cocky. He certainly enjoys the spotlight, but he enjoys winning inside the cage even more.
Yeah, and here's the thing, is I like both guys. You know, they have total contrasting demeanors. You know, Corey's a little more loud, out there, and will stick it. You know, he's like, I don't know, in his interview, he's like, I'm going to beat him down. And Cody's just like, hey, I hope to get a win. And, you know, but here's the thing is, that's what people like. You want to, I don't want to say Cody's the bad guy, but he's not. He's fun. He's a fun guy. Corey, I'm sorry.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Cody Stevens.
And you heard the chants for the Wolverine already starting. Cody, Cody, a fan favorite in Ohio. Cody the Wolverine Stevens, for a long time, has been touted as one of the best MMA prospects. And he'll get a chance to put it on display here tonight. 9-5 in his professional career. Very humble, very calm, very collected. But once you get him inside that cage, he is an animal. It's time for the tail of the tape, brought to you by Defense Soap. Corey Mahon, 26 years old, while Cody Stevens, 30 years old. Mahon, 5'7", Stevens, 5'6". Mahon, 145 pounds, so is Cody the Wolverine Stevens. In a very close reach is Mahon, 69.5 inches, and Cody the Wolverine, 68 inches. This should be an absolute battle from the second Rick fight lets them go at it in there.
It's you know, I say I've been waiting forward to this fight. I've been waiting forward to this fight. But just with the intro clips and the video, everybody's amped for this one. But however, I want to share something with you. I feel like I'm a bit of a prophet. I can guarantee who's going to win.
Who's that?
The first name will start with a C. It will have 4 letters and end with a Y.
I think you might be right on that one.
I promise you that.
Cody and Corey, unless there's a legal
Double
name
knockout or
unless
something,
there's a legal name change inside the cage.
All right.
I think you might be dead on with that one.
I just came up with that by myself.
I like that. It wasn't bad.
All right.
Better than some of the other jokes tonight.
I know.
The Wolverine getting his last swig of water before he goes in to do battle with Corey Mahon. Should be an unbelievable matchup here tonight. And Mahon taking off out of the cage. He didn't get Vaselined up, so they're getting Vaselined up side by side.
Yeah.
Not something you see very
No,
often.
I've never seen it. And Rick Fife was close to watch because you're really not allowed to do it, but we do have a commissioner watching. You got to watch when they put the Vaseline on because a lot of guys will try to, take advantage of that.
They're both in the cage and we're ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the La Villa Banquet Center right here in the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, Rocktagon MMA and Delasane Construction presents your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds and takes place in the Rocktagon MMA Professional 145-pound weight division. This main event is sanctioned by the Ohio State Athletic Commission. Your 3 judges are the same as always for this bout in a 10-point must system. And once the cage door locks, your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Rick Fike. Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. A professional MMA record of 9 victories against 5 defeats. Representing IBJJA, he hails from Greenwood, Indiana. Please welcome Corey, the Irish Carbon. His opponent across the cage to my right, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 145 pounds. An MMA record of 9 victories against 5 defeats. Representing the Fight Farm and Tiger Muay Thai out of Thailand, he hails from Mansfield, Ohio. Please welcome Tony the Wolverine. Referee Rick Fike with your official instructions.
Okay, fighters, you're the main event tonight. Let's give the crowd something to cheer about, a super fight. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Now touch gloves, back up, and on my signal, let's come out fighting.
Your main event in the Rocktagon MMA Professional 145-pound weight division.
And here we go. Will Burge alongside Nick Nutter live from the La Villa Event Center in Cleveland, Ohio. It's the main event. Corey, the Irish Carbon Mahon, 9-5 in the black with red trunks. Cody, the Wolverine Stevens, 9-5 out of Fight Farm in the black trunks. And they're ready to go in this 145-pound professional bout.
Touch gloves, and we start off with a high kick right to the head, countered by Corey.
And Cody can pretty much do whatever he wants in there. He's very well versed. He can kick, he can punch, he can go to the mat, he can grapple. It really doesn't matter. Very comfortable no matter where you want to take him. Corey Mahon likes to strike standing up, but also very comfortable on the mat as well. This is a very evenly matched bout, Nick.
Look at their records. They both have the same records. And you know what Cody's doing right off the bat is he's throwing that front high kick. Most people, I'm say most, it's easier to throw the back high kick for a knockout, but he's thrown 2 high left head kicks. And that's knocked many people out. And Crow Cop, Miracle Crow Cop made his living off of that kick.
He made an entire career there as they trade punches, go up against the cage, and now Cody looking for a takedown, but Mahon trying to keep his arm out from under. And there we go, now trading, and Cody hits him with a big right-handed uppercut.
Yeah.
But there's already some blood over the left eye of Cody Stevens, so both these guys taking some damage.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier, and I don't know where it came from.
There was an original trade right at the beginning of the fight. It looked like it might have nicked Cody Stevens up. I've seen him fight quite a few times. Believe me, a little bit of blood is not going to stop him, but a nice straight right hand there from Mahon, and a nice leg kick as well.
Yeah, and Corey's got a little nice little welt under his left eye too. And he is definitely knows about that left high kick because his right hand is up, blocking it.
crowd favorites certainly Cody Stevens, but Corey Mahon, once you're in there, it doesn't really matter who's the crowd favorite. You're just in there to beat someone.
Right, and that knee that he threw off that big overhand right just missed Corey.
Right hand there by Mahon.
Nice, powerful body kick.
Right to the rib cage.
Yeah.
And that's the ones you feel 2 and 3 rounds down the road, but a nice right-handed punch to the ribs by Cody Stevens. They're trading shots back and forth. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
A little bit of a low kick. Mahon says, I'm sorry, and Cody says it's all good.
Yeah, they touch gloves. A lot of respect for each other.
Spinning back kick misses from Stevens. Feeling each other out. A little bit of a reach advantage here for Mahon, remember. A nice kick there to the leg by Mahon again.
Those 2 big ones that scored. Those 2 big ones, did damage. However, Cody throws everything, he throws with all of his power.
And we've seen Marty a spinning leg kick, a spinning back fist, a triple jab into a right hook. There's a single jab of the right hook. You never know what's coming with Cody Stevens. A nice body shot. Now they're trading a knee back and forth. Locked up in the middle of the cage, back up against the fence, and a knee to the midsection by Cody Stevens.
These guys are tough.
There's a big knee by Stevens again.
And Corey's eyes are welting up pretty good. So, although he's not bleeding like Cody is, his eyes are welting up. So he is getting tagged too.
Failed takedown attempt there as Cody tried to get him down to the mat. Corey did a great job of sprawling out, backing up.
Nice.
But not this time. Oh, no, he did stay up.
It's like a cat.
And Cody's got to be frustrated. That's 2 very nice takedown attempts. And Corey Mahon staying up there, and instead this time Corey falls on top of him.
Yeah.
Now they're both going to have to scramble for position.
Yeah.
And instead Corey Mahon scrambles back to his feet.
I was just going to say, he might have to give this one up. And thank God I didn't.
Some hammer fists to the side of the head of Cody Stevens.
Do you know how many times I've eaten crow since we've talked together? Man.
Many. I can tell by the gut you're rocking over there.
Oh my gosh.
Mahon with a nice straight right hand.
I thought crow was low in fat.
Depends on how much of it you eat.
Yeah, I guess I ate a lot.
Cody Stevens still feeling him out. Mahon attacking. Both men welted up.
Oh boy, this is a war, and we're not probably 3 minutes into it.
Nice right hand there by Stevens, just misses. Right hand by Mahon, just misses. Inside leg kick.
Yeah, if they keep this up, they're both going to look like Rocky at the end of the fight. They're going to have to get their eyes cut to be able to see. Ooh, and that was his first right leg high kick. He's
just
coming from both sides.
Too.
Yeah, both sides. Superman punch.
That one snuck through, just grazed the cheek of Stevens. Both men missing with some punches here early on.
Yeah.
You got a feeling that if one of those connects, this thing could end pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I could have taken a handful of the punches that either guy threw, and if they had they connected, anybody'd go to sleep.
And Stevens now underneath the neck of Mahon, drops to the mat, and he's really cranking it.
It looks tight. It looks really tight. 10 seconds. Oh, nice.
Mahon is strong, man. He pushed his way out of that thing.
He pushed his head out.
And not many people could do that. And that's end of round number 1.
this super fight did not disappoint.
Unbelievable first round. Both men welted up. Both men going back to their respective corners. And this thing is already living up to the hype. Cody the Wolverine Stevens 9-5 versus Corey the Irish Car Bomb at 9-5, both in the 145-pound professional division. Rocktagon MMA as we get another glimpse of our beautiful ring girls here at Rocktagon.
Who do you give that round to?
I give it to that ring girl.
Yeah, that's always
honestly, in the cage, I have no idea. As we look at a replay here, Cody locked up on the cage against Mahon. A knee there, a knee back, undercut. And Cody's going to go down to the ground.
This is, I think, at the very, very beginning of the fight. Oh, no, this is where he set him up. He set him up with those knee strikes. Or no, this was the beginning of the fight.
Backs up and hits him with a flurry there, and that might actually run Cody Stevens the round. We'll find out if it makes it that distance. Right now we're headed into round number 2. The fighters high five. Cody Stevens in the black trunks. Mahon in the black with the red trim. Both men welted up in a great first round.
Both men are in excellent shape. Like, their pace is sick. That was a crazy pace, and they're both jumping, and you know, they still got a lot of energy.
Yeah, neither of them panting, both feeling each other out. Mahon stalking here. The Wolverine trying to circle around him, feeling his way out. A little bit of a reach disadvantage. He's got to get inside to land some of those punches, but the kicks, he's got plenty of reach on those. Just misses with that one, but a head kick there from Mahon.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Cody's backing up.
He's wobbled.
And a Superman punch that just misses, and Cody, a very safe position for him here, very comfortable pulling Mahon down to his guard.
You know, and that one did sneak through. I mean, he blocked it a little bit, but it did connect in the back of his head. And, you know, Cody knew that he was a little wobbly. So, you know, natural instinct is I better slow down the pace and take it down. So although he missed the takedown, he went to guard. Right now he's getting his thoughts back, and he'll be able to, you know, come back out and fight.
And even in the meantime, while he's trying to gather his bearings, giving some heels to the kidneys of Mahon. And Mahon trying to fight out of the guard of Cody Stevens, but this is one of the best places, one of the places he feels most comfortable. And a nice back fist there as Mahon put a little bit of separation.
Yeah, I like it.
You got to stay busy. That's what they always tell you. Stay busy in these type of situations.
Yeah, or else they're going to put you up. And if you want to be on the ground, you better take advantage of it. Both guys are busy here on the ground.
And as Mahon pleading with Fife that, hey, he's elbowing me in the top of the head, but Stevens just throwing elbows and heels to the kidney section, trying to do some damage out of his own guard.
This is a brawl. I cannot believe the pace, though.
Big right hand just misses Cody Stevens on the mat. Back into his guard goes Mahon. Grinding him up against the cage here.
The pace is just amazing.
Could you last at this pace?
Absolutely. No. And I always found my comfort zone of a nice, slow little pace.
Mahon's hand is right arm trapped.
Yeah.
Stevens looking for a submission here.
Okay.
Mahon holding on to his hand.
He should be safe as long as he doesn't give up that grip.
He's flexing and
grip,
holding onto the wrist.
I don't see him getting that grip out.
Cody Stevens' leg wrapped around the back of the neck of Mahon.
What he's got to watch out for is him sliding to a knee bar, and he's out.
Up kick missed, but a nice right hand from Mahon. Oh, and he connected with that one, and he's out. It's out.
The axe kick.
They're just going to, it's a timeout in the cage.
Wait, what is it?
It's a timeout in the cage. An up kick connected directly to the forehead of Corey Mahon.
Wait,
and it looks like they are going to deduct points here. He's going to put the fighters over into their corners.
I don't really know what's going on.
Not sure what happened there. It looked like just an up kick. His knee may have been on the ground, though.
Yeah, but I believe you're still allowed to do up kick. Or maybe it's that.
Missed with that one.
Okay, it's coming up right here.
So you see
Mahon's
right knee on the ground, and there it is, just that, just hammered the heel right into the eye of him.
Now, I'm showing my ignorance here, but I don't think that's illegal. I don't, and I'm obviously, you know, I don't know if they're talking about it too. I don't think it's illegal.
And his right eye, Mahon, Corey, is almost completely swollen shut, but he's telling the doctor he wants to keep fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is. Here comes the axe kick again.
And he brought it down with some force right here. Watch the right foot of Stevens,
right
boom. And at that point, Mahon, all he could do was fall backwards. Mahon on his knees. And there you go, 2 points taken away from Cody Stevens. That is a huge deduction.
I wonder what the foul is, though.
It's got to be that axe kick right to the temple there.
But see, I know you're allowed to do up kicks there, from your back. I just don't know why.
Maybe it's not considered an up kick at that point. I'm not sure.
You're right. Maybe the way the leg was bending, it wasn't an up kick. Okay,
So they've changed it from 1 point now instead of 2. So 1 point deducted from Cody. So that is a tough deduction to take, especially when it was such a close first round.
Yeah, at 1 point is just as big as 2 points in this fight because it is going to be so close.
And Cody's saying he apologizes. And they're not going to start it down on the mat. They're going to keep him standing up. Oh, and they're going to put him back into the guard. Rick Fike starting him back off. Okay, here we go. And the grappling begins, and now some big elbows from Cody Stevens. He's got a lot of ground to make up now that he lost that point. He's looking for an armbar.
This is tight. Now, they're so slippery. Now, I'm trying to point to you on the monitor, but you can't see what I'm pointing at. But, Corey's doing a good job. The way he's got his arm locked here, he wasn't going to pull that out. Wow,
and this is a very technical fight on the mat right now.
They're so smart. They're so smart.
Cody Stevens on his back. Corey Mahon in his guard. Remember, Stevens lost the point for the axe kick while Mahon was on his knees.
You know what? I'm going to go ask, just because I'm curious, and I think the people at home want to know what the rule is.
There you go.
Okay, wait 1 second.
Nick Nutter's going to go find out for us. As we're rounding the end, we're nearing the end of round number 2. Mahon still working out of the guard of Cody Stevens, now doing some damage with the right hand. A nice right elbow from Stevens to the temple of Mahon. Back and forth they go. Lots of action, crazy tempo, and now some more good elbows. Looking over for the armbar, couldn't find it. And now Mahon in the side control, but he's been here a couple times, and Stevens been able to pull him back in at least half guard. And he does it once again, this time back in a full guard. A frantic pace in our main event here tonight.
Okay. It's so slippery in there, and it is hot. And you can see the glaring of the sweat on the ground. So submissions are going to be tough at this point. I did find out what the foul was, and when there is a break in the action, which I don't see it happening, I'm going to quick explain what I heard.
So they're back up against the cage. The Wolverine has a one-leg takedown now. Mahon has him into his guard. So they trade positions now here nearing the end of round number 2.
And 9 times out of 10, there's a break in this action when a takedown happens. However, what happens was they said since Corey was on his knees, he was a grounded opponent. Now, and I think of up kicks as being illegal, but usually in an up kick, the other guy's standing when you up kick him. So the thing was that he was still on his knees, and that's what was illegal about it.
So a kick to the head of a grounded opponent, and that'll bring us to the end of round number 2.
Intimidation Clothing. With a focus on quality and affordability, Intimidation features shirts and hoodies for men and women. Intimidation Clothing represents the lifestyle and the attitude of mixed martial arts. Be the Intimidator. IntimidationClothing.com.
An interesting round with some high drama. Cody Stevens, a 1-point deduction for a kick to the head of a grounded opponent. And now Corey Mahon in the driver's seat. But look at that right eye of Mahon.
That's dangerous.
It looks like he's smuggling baseballs in his eye socket. That is not a good place to be.
No,
and you said it early, Rocky, cut me, Mick. They might have to cut him over there.
And what's that called, a hematoma? I think so.
It's called a big old eye, that's all I know.
Now, that could be dangerous, and if the doctor feels that it impairs his vision and his ability to protect himself, he could medically call this fight.
And the crowd going crazy on this one. Cody the Wolverine Stevens, a favorite. And here we go again. A little bit of action from round number 2. As you can see the fighters closing in on each other here. Look at that right eye of Mahon.
Yeah.
I mean, just unbelievably welted up.
Now, I think that came from the axe kick, though. So if that were the case, I think you would win. There's so much drama involved in this. Because if the axe kick is what indeed swolled his eye up like that,
he could get a DQ victory out of it. Now,
Absolutely.
credit to Corey Mahon. He could have just said, you know what, I can't continue,
Yep.
and he would have got a DQ victory one way or the other. Instead, he wanted to stay in there. He
Yeah.
wants to continue the fight. And here we go into round number 3. Cody the Wolverine Stevens 9-5 in the black trunks. Corey Mahon in the black trunks with a red trim. Remember, a point deducted from Stevens in the second round for a kick to the head of a grounded opponent. They go right back at it up against the cage again.
This is awesome. This has got to be probably the best fight I've ever commentated in my life.
The pace is unreal. Can these men keep it up as Stevens takes Mahon back to the mat? Got him up against the cage.
And, boy, he's got to, I keep thinking, the takedown should secure him, but he gave up a point. So it's almost a sure loss last round for Cody.
And now that also makes you, second guess yourself if it's even close to some place where you might throw a knee or a kick.
True.
You're not going to do it.
You're going to be a little hesitant because you sure as hell can't give up another point.
Fight telling them they got to work. Up against the cage, Cody Stevens. Looks like he's buying a little bit of energy and trying to wear him down, but a big slam there. And that doesn't do a whole lot, but might look good in the judges' eyes.
You just stole the words right out of my mouth. Oh, nice.
Now that right uppercut might do a lot, but he overshoots the top and now back into the guard of Corey Mahon. This is just an absolute technical clinic on the mat here.
Technical, slippery, in shape, strong, hard kickers, hard punchers. God, I would not,
Glad I'm sitting out here.
Me too. I just was thinking I don't want to fight either of these guys. I might outweigh them by a little bit, but their conditioning and their speed would crush me.
Now, when most fighters get moved in on side control, they are stuck there. In this fight, we've seen both fighters move into the other side control on the other, and they push it right back the other way because they know exactly where they're at inside the cage, and they're able to use it to their advantage.
Corey's mastered the art of using the fence as a post to stand up with. Which not a lot of people can do, and even though his legs are close together, you see how he uses that fence. It's an immovable object, so he knows that he can pry himself up with that. And credit to his corner or whoever taught him that trick, but it's really making things a lot harder for Cody.
We talked about the eye of Mahon. Now how about the right eye of Cody Stevens? It's almost swollen shut, and now trying for a big slam, and Cody Stevens like a spider monkey won't let go.
No. He was thinking a big slam, and then he started thinking, oh, I might get choked out here.
Stevens on the bottom, Mahon in his guard. Both fighters absolutely destroying each other. The faces, each has one eye to fight with at this point. A classic brewing here at Rocktagon 23.
Oh, it was a good armbar attempt.
But they're so slippery at this point, Nick. It's almost impossible to pull someone off. Your opponent has to be dead tired to the point where they can't even pull their arm out.
You're right. And you know what? With the heart of these two guys, I could see an elbow dislocate and they keep going. They'd be damned to tap.
Big elbows there from Cody Stevens.
I would love to see more rounds. I mean, selfishly, however, I don't know if they could survive it. Dehydration's going to set in. The hematomas on both their eyes.
I'll tell you what, no matter what happens in this fight, you got to think there might be a rematch in these guys' future. This is just way too evenly matched. Yeah. Both fighting one-eyed now.
Yeah.
Big kick to the head there by Mahon. The right eye of both men almost swollen shut. peripheral vision non-existent. It comes down to willpower. Who can dig deeper and try to finish this thing off? A slam by Stevens.
That might win him the round. And then it goes to who won the first round. Could be a tie. With the point deduction, we might see a tie in how, you know.
Anticlimactic
Yes.
could be the word that would describe that.
However, that would set up a good rematch. And luckily, we're presents here by James Jetta and Renzo Gentili. So, this is going to be tight. You better roll over. You got to jump roll with it. But I'm going to ask him right now. This would be a hell of a rematch, too. He said this is a good fight. I mean, I'm in awe right now just watching
But
it.
Mahon trying to make it so that it can't be a draw. Trying to not let it get to the judges'
He's gotta roll.
cards.
Maybe want to jump and roll over.
Wolverine pulls it back. Look at the strength there.
That was dangerous. That was a dangerous position.
But into a triangle choke. Punches to the side of the head.
Now here's the thing, though. He doesn't have. I'm trying to point to the screen. He doesn't have any choke there, though.
No, he doesn't.
He's on the back of the neck.
And he's underneath the other arm.
Yeah.
10 seconds left in the third round. Cody trying to score points, peppering the hand of Mahon.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the classic.
Oh, this is a classic. This is a classic. One of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of fights.
And just like you always preach, stand up, throw your hands in the sky.
Both guys did.
And they both deserve to. Who knows how this one shakes out?
Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the fights of the year.
I'll tell you what, too many times we use the word war when it comes to MMA. That was a war.
That was amazing.
An absolute war.
I'm sweating, but I have the chills because I'm so in awe of what I just witnessed.
Unbelievable. Hats off to both Cody Stevens and Corey Mahon. It's going to go to the judges' scorecard. They left it in the hands of them. The 1-point deduction for Cody Stevens could factor heavily in this decision. We're going to find out momentarily as George Michael Phillips gathers the official announcement from the judges. And here you go. This is right at the end of that third round, and you saw Cody Stevens breaks out of the Kimura attempt and then throws him into a lock, but really nothing doing there.
Well, it's good for the lock here is he's scoring points right at the end of the round, and Corey has nowhere to go. He's trapped here. You know, he looks at his corner at one point and says, like, what do you want me to do? He's like, I'm not in trouble, but I can't get out of it either.
The right eye swollen shut of Cody Stevens. The right eye swollen shut of Corey Mahon. Who will win? We'll find out momentarily. Let's send it to George Michael Phillips for the official judge's decision. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes.
No way.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, a round of applause for what a main event should be like and what main events are at Rocktagon. The final bell has rung and your judges have spoken. All three judges, Justin Floor, John Cook, and Brian Monroe, saw it the same, 28-28. This bout is a draw.
Hey, let's give one more big round of applause for both fighters. That was an absolute war in here. Let's start with you, Corey. I know you were disappointed by the decision there, but you got to give it up. That's one of the best fights I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a tough fight. Cody is a tough guy. What are you guys booing? A great fight? That's fine. Go ahead. Cody's a great fighter, tough guy. I knew it was going to be tough. I feel like I won at least the first 2 rounds there, especially with a point being deducted, but what's done is done. I'll take what I got.
Would you take a rematch with Cody?
All day, every day.
All right, let's talk to you, Cody. Come on over here, buddy. As I said to him, just an absolute war. I think that word's overused in MMA, but it describes this fight perfectly.
Yeah, obviously I'm disappointed I didn't get the win. I didn't get the finish. Corey Mahone, I appreciate you coming in and taking this fight. Apologize for the kick from the bottom. Thought he's still on his feet. Hey, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get on my knees for all of you. I'm not trying to be cheesy. I'm just trying to be modest. This is the kind of person I am. Everybody that bought a ticket from me, that's gave me a minute of their time, come out here and support me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I love each and every one of you. Tiger Muay Thai, Scudova's Boxing, the Fight Farm, Mansfield, OHIO, Cleveland, Ohio. I love you guys to death. Del Santi Construction, thank you very much, Andy. Jim Hall, Bloody Buddy, Fight Gear, thank you. All my boys back in Tiger Muay Thai, Phuket, Thailand. Sorry I didn't get to win, but you know, I showed all my heart, and I'll be back here. Let's get me and Corey Mahon to do it again.
Yeah! You heard it. They both want a rematch. Let's give it up one more time. Corey Mahon, Cody Stevens, your main event. What an explosive night of fights here at Rocktagon MMA. Unbelievable card capped off with that crazy main event between Cody the Wolverine Stevens and Corey Mahon that ended in a draw. That point taken away really was the difference.
It really was. I still have chills. It was one of the best fights I've ever seen. And I did say that I guaranteed somebody with a C ending with a Y will win the fight, and I was frickin' wrong again.
You're always wrong, Nick, but you know what'll be right? When we get that rematch between Cody and Corey in the next Rocktagon event. So, for James Jetta, Lorenzo Gentili, Melissa Summers, Mike Camp, he's Nick Nutter, and I'm Will Burge, signing off from Cleveland, Ohio. So long, folks.
Intimidation Clothing. With a focus on quality and affordability, Intimidation features shirts and hoodies for men and women. Intimidation Clothing represents the lifestyle and the attitude of mixed martial arts. Be the Intimidator. IntimidationClothing.com.
Move, move, move,